This edition of Radio Stone Update is brought to you by TAB Surfaces, celebrating 25-plus years of producing premium natural stone and TAB quartz, the high-density slabs with TAB's proprietary high-gloss luster technology.
Hi, I'm Kay Shipper with the latest in hard surfaces industry news from Radio Stone Update. In news out of Washington, U.S. tile manufacturers and the United States International Trade Commission, the USITC, agreed there needs to be an unfair trade tariff on ceramic tile from India. It's the final amount that likely shocked a manufacturers' consortium that petitioned the agency 13 months ago. Rather than taking the order lying down, however, last Friday the Coalition for Fair Trade in Ceramic Tile, the CFTCT, filed an appeal with the U.S. Court of International Trade challenging the Federal Department of Commerce's review of import data from two large Indian tile companies. Commerce's International Trade Administration, the ITA, found no below-market U.S. sales and relatively low subsidies by the Indian government for manufacturing and shipping. The result is that rather than the 400% to 800% sought by the tile manufacturers, the USITC voted 3-0 on May 19th to set tariffs for most Indian tile manufacturers at 3.18%. Quote, "Frankly, we are sympathetic to the challenges commerce investigators faced in evaluating Indian exports of ceramic tile, as we will later detail, with those challenges impacting the investigation," end quote, says Eric Astrakhan, Executive Director of the Tile Council of North America, the TCNA, who fills the same role with the CFTCT. Andrew Whitmire, trade data analyst for the TCNA, says the prices he's tracked on imports from India, quote, "defy credulity," end quote, and can be injurious to both American ceramic tile manufacturers and the thousands of families that rely on their jobs. A report on the views of the Commission and information developed during the investigation will be available June 30th on the USITC website.
Why TAB Quartz? Because your home is worth it. At TAB Quartz, we follow the world's best technologies and processing practices, which are the result of our 23-plus years of experience in processing natural stone at our parent company TAB. TAB Quartz is the result of our love for stone and marks the beginning of a new age in the design and stone industry. TAB has created high-density quartz with an exceptionally high gloss via its custom-developed luster technology. The high ratio of quartz versus resin makes the slabs uniquely dense and heavier than your common quartz slab, achieving impenetrability even in a matte finish. Additionally, TAB Quartz is processed with UV-resistant resin to keep it safe from ultraviolet breakdown and color change. At TAB Quartz, we use the most innovative technologies, which enable us to not only be efficient but also eco-friendly. Legal compliance, environmental protection, and waste reduction are the very foundation of our company culture. Learn more at tabquartz.com.
LOTTE Chemical has announced that EcoStone will distribute its Radianz quartz in the Midwest. EcoStone is based in Des Plaines, Illinois, and is strategically placed to distribute and promote the full range of Radianz products. Through the collaboration, Radianz quartz should see reduced lead times and seamless distribution to all its customers, including designers, architects, and homeowners. Radianz quartz is utilized on walls and floors as well as countertops. LOTTE Chemical is a global leader in manufacturing high-quality chemical products, including engineered quartz surfaces. LOTTE is committed to sustainability and innovation. EcoStone is a distributor of premium quartz products across the United States and is known for its integrity, reliability, and exceptional customer service. When LX Hausys America introduced new quartz and solid surface designs earlier this month in Atlanta, the company's goal was to really score with customers by scheduling a special event for more than 250 guests at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Highlighting the event was the debut of Taj Duna, a Viterra quartzite collection color inspired by the elegance of the Taj Mahal, and Cloud Ridge, an enhanced Viterra Suprema collection color inspired by the serenity of cloud-covered mountain landscapes. Both products feature Neo-Q technology, LX Hausys low silica innovation that uses up to 90% recycled materials. In addition to viewing large-format slabs of the new Via quartz colors, fabricators and designers attending what was billed as a stadium showcase had the opportunity to explore other LX Hausys products. The event opened with remarks from LX Hausys America President S.K. Lee and a message from former Atlanta Falcons player Derek Rackley. Guests also heard a hospitality trend report from Martha Wakeland, creative director at the company. Following a complimentary lunch, attendees also had the opportunity to take part in a VIP tour of the stadium, which opened in downtown Atlanta in 2017. Mercedes-Benz Stadium was the first professional sports stadium in North America to receive LEED Platinum certification. LX Hausys America officials hope to host stadium showcase events in other markets in the future. When almost 100 players gathered online for the first-ever All-In for Natural Stone poker tournament back in November, there were several winners. Not only did everyone at the final table go home with a gift card, but sponsors and participants contributed to two organizations close to the hearts of those in the industry, the Natural Stone Foundation, NSF, and the Gary Sinise Foundation. The brainchild of Jonathan Zanger, a former Marble Institute of America president, current NSF board member, and enthusiastic poker player, Zanger pronounced himself pleased with the initial effort, especially since organizers didn't really begin to work on the tournament until late last summer. Zanger was especially complimentary of the event sponsors, both the gold-level sponsors and those who provided the gift cards the participants in the final table, plus the so-called bubble boy, went home with based on their success. The event raised about $40,000, and all of the proceeds went 75% to the Natural Stone Foundation and 25% to the Gary Sinise Foundation. While the overall winner was a New York poker player, Zanger felt members of the industry did well. 6 players with ties to the industry were at the final table, and he especially singled out Katie Jensen, the immediate past president of the Natural Stone Institute. Says Zanger, quote, "This was her first poker tournament. We had a wide variety of people who played, and they had a great time," end quote. The event was so successful that Zanger is planning on a second annual event, which has tentatively been set for November 6th. He expects to double or triple participation for that event. It's been a good year for It's Natural Brazilian Natural Stone. The export promotion program outdid itself in Xiamen, China back in March, and now reports impressive results that exceeded expectations at Coverings 2025. Following the 4-day event in Orlando, program officials report the country projects more than $90 million in business deals over the next 12 months, with more than $27 million of that coming in immediate business. That's more than 50% greater than initially estimated. For Coverings, the program's Brazilian pavilion covered almost 11,000 square feet and featured 57 exhibiting companies from 6 Brazilian states. 4 of the exhibiting companies were making their debut at the fair. At the opening ceremony for the pavilion, the president of Central Rojas, Thales Machado, highlighted Brazil's strong presence at Coverings 2025 and stressed the importance of the partnership with Apex Brazil, which has enabled the participation of dozens of companies at international events and promotes the image of the Brazilian stone industry abroad. More than 50% of Brazil's stone exports come to the United States. In other news from around the industry, the International Surface event, TISE, announces the expansion of the Startup Station Pavilion, which is designed to offer emerging businesses an exclusive opportunity to gain resources and be featured at the event. In 2026, the Startup Station Pavilion will offer complimentary turnkey exhibit spaces to 8 qualifying companies in the floor covering stone and tile industries. The spaces are awarded through a competitive application process. Eligible companies are ones that have been operating within the industry for 2 years or less and have not yet exhibited at TISE. Those selected will also receive a marketing package that includes press release inclusion promoting them, highlights on the floor plan and online directory, social media highlights, and enhanced online listing with lead generation. TISE 2026 is scheduled from January 27th to 29th at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. More than 700 brands from around the globe are expected to exhibit. For more information on the event, visit www.intlsurfaceevent.com. Looking for an extra reason to attend this year's Hardscape North America? From May 23rd through August 29th, those registering for HNA will be included in a sweepstakes where each week a registrant will take home a $100 gift card just for signing up to attend. Early bird registration for the premier trade show for hardscape and landscape professionals is just $25 through May 31st. Prior registrants will be included in each week's drawing. After May 31st, HNA registration is $30 until September 4th, when the price goes up to $60. On-site registration will be $120. Hardscape North America will take place October 22nd through 24th at the Kentucky Exposition Center in Louisville, Kentucky. HNA is produced by the Concrete Masonry and Hardscape Association and endorsed by the Natural Stone Institute and the Brick Industry Association. For more information and to register, go to www.hardscapena.com. MS International Incorporated, MSI, has once again been recognized as a top place to work. The supplier of flooring, countertops, wall tile, and hardscaping products has been recognized by Newsweek as one of America's greatest workplaces for Gen Z in 2025. The list of winners recognizes workplaces that are creating an inclusive, welcoming environment for those entering the workforce. Those companies are excelling in areas such as community, work-life balance, training, career progression, and positive corporate culture, areas that matter most to Gen Z. Founded in 1975, MSI maintains 50 state-of-the-art showrooms and distribution centers in the United States and Canada that feature an extensive offering of quartz, LVT, tile, natural stone, porcelain, and turf products. And the National Kitchen and Bath Association, NKBA, has announced it is forming a strategic alliance with the High Point Market Authority, the HPMA. The partnership is seen as a convergence of the kitchen and bath sector with the furnishings industry. NKBA is the owner and producer of the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show, KBIS, while High Point is the sponsor and organizer of the High Point Market, the world's largest home furnishings trade show, which is held every April and October in High Point, North Carolina. Quote, "Our partnership with High Point Market Authority represents a powerful alignment between two organizations committed to inspiring, empowering, and supporting the interior design community," end quote, says Bill Darcy, Global President and CEO of NKBA, KBIS. Tammy Covington, President and CEO of High Point Market Authority, says the conversations that begin at her biannual show lay the groundwork for the years ahead. The NKBA's first presence at High Point Market was in 2018 when they offered members a day-and-a-half-long event blending market tours with conference-style education. Together, they offer unique education programs, inspire innovation, and deliver on the goal to ensure support for the design community throughout the whole home. Look for the May-June issue of Stone Update magazine next week at www.stonemag.com. For a transcript of this broadcast, go to www.radiostoneupdate.com. I'm Kay Schipper for Radio Stone Update, and we'll see you here again soon.
This edition of Radio Stone Update has been brought to you by TAB Surfaces, celebrating 25-plus years of producing premium natural stone and TAB quartz, the high-density slabs with TAB's proprietary high-gloss luster technology.